set, Rome. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a four-way dance exhibition match for the rankings in the Broken Predictions division. Now, the rules are simple. This is a SummerSlam prediction show where we will go through the SummerSlam card. Everybody will make a prediction. And then tomorrow during our live watch-along, we will have a winner. First, making his way to the ring, representing the High Rollers, now residing on the Strip. He is the high-risk bettor, Juan. Up next, representing the King's Court, now residing in the King's Castle, standing in at a towering 7'4", he is the first guard of the King's Court, Big T.
Oop, 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 oop.
Up next, also representing the King's Court, from the film room, weighing in at a weight that is extremely in shape, the coach, Coach Nick. And finally, now residing outside Philadelphia, not actually inside Philadelphia, weighing in at 85 years old, chairman of the High Rollers, Jeffrey Vegas.
Yay.
Your referee for this match, Rome.
Nice. That was excellent, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. I was pretty pleased with how that turned out. Hopefully everybody else enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed making it.
Oh, yeah, that worked well. All right.
All
So
right.
I do believe I have the card up, and I am ready when you are.
All right. So I'm going to be the official prediction taker. Juan, yes, this is a four-way. We will have an announcement following something else after this predictions match.
Yeah, Juan, it is a four-way, but we all represent our teams here, our factions.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed that. It took a decent amount of time to figure all that out, and I'm really happy with how it turned out.
It was good, yeah.
And Jeff, see, I told you I was going to tell you how old I thought you were. Weighing in at 85 years old.
Yeah, earlier when you were like that dumpster match when you were 30, I'm like, dude, I was like 12 when that happened. But all right, so let's go ahead and get started with our predictions here. So the first match that I have on the list is the Mysterios, Rey and Dominic versus the Judgment Day in a no disqualification match.
Mysterios versus Judgment Day. No DQ match. All right. So everybody go ahead and lock in your picks. Coach, Juan, Big T, please comment on who you think is going to win this match. The Mysterios or Judgment Day.
And I, of course, will just say mine out loud.
Well, let them lock their picks in first.
Yep, exactly. Coach Nick is picking the Judgment Day.
All right, hold on, let me write this down. Coach, Judgment Day.
Oh, okay. So it looks like the entire King's Court is going with Judgment Day, and the High Rollers are both going to be going with Booyaka Booyaka 619, the Mysterios.
Okay,
that'll be my pick as well.
All right. Okay. We'll see what happens. I could see this being a return for Edge. The fact that this is a no DQ match would concern me a little bit. If I had a horse in this race, I'm sure that Big T and the coach are going to have all this figured out. That being said, there's also a lot of speculation from what I've seen on Fed Twitter about Dominic turning on Rey. So, yeah, I think that this is a plus. It's WWE booking. Who the fuck? Like, I'm used to putting a lot of thought into these things. So, I don't know. Fuck if I know.
It is time for Dominic to turn on Rey, but I think they win the match first, which is kind of dumb. But we'll see.
He lives in the 619 area code.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right. So There's not going to be too much discussion because none of us really watch. We're going to be all watching tomorrow, or at least
Yeah.
Jeff and I will be. But you know,
All right. The next match on the list here is Logan Paul versus The Miz.
ugh.
God.
Oh my god,
Oh
what
God.
the fuck, man? I'm watching this match tomorrow.
Um. I mean, I'm assuming that you're trying to push Logan Paul here, so I'm going to go with Logan Paul,
So did the
as
coach.
is the
Coach went with
coach,
Logan. All right, so
as
Logan
is Big
Paul.
T.
Logan Paul. What about Juan? Is he going to be the dark horse here?
Who you got, Juan?
Coach is watching just for our show. Yeah,
Ah, thank
again,
you.
Coach, like we'll. Oh, he got awesome, so he's going with Miz.
Okay, The Miz.
All right, Coach, you don't have to watch. We'll do it for you if you don't want to. Just tune into us. So you can watch both if you want. I mean, if you
Yeah, we're
want to
gonna
tune
do
in
the
with us,
watch along. You can just hear us
it's up to you, man. We don't
laugh
want to
at it.
put you through any pain or anything. Like that's not the like. I'll put myself through the pain for you. You know, I'll do that for the King's Court. But you know, do you, man? Feel free to watch or feel free to just listen in to us. You know.
I mean, either way, watch along with us if you're gonna watch. Try to match up the streams and be nice.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
All right.
Next up is the United States Championship. Bobby Lashley, who is the champion, versus Theory, who is the former champion, who also holds the Money in the Bank briefcase. So he's trying to get back his United States Championship and still have the briefcase. Just wanted everybody to be aware of the circumstances in this match.
All right, let's lock in them picks.
So I'm going to go, I'm going to say who I'm picking first, and then I'll give my reasoning. I'm going with Bobby Lashley, as is Big T.
Yeah.
The reasoning that I'm going with Lashley, Coach Nick as well, is they've had Theory lose and look like a geek in just about every single match since he won this Money in the Bank briefcase. So I don't think this one's going to be much different. So we're going with Bobby Lashley.
Did Juan give he got the almighty? That's Lashley,
Bobby Lashley
right?
as well.
Yeah, I think Lashley's going to win just because that's what WWE does when they have their guy cash in. I don't know if Theory's winning or not at the end of the night, but he's probably going to cash in.
I actually don't think he cashes in. I think he's going to become friends with the Bloodline, and he's going to cash in on whoever takes the belt from Roman in the future. More likely Drew McIntyre is what I'm thinking. All right. Next up, what they are showing here is the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. The Usos, the current champions, versus the Street Profits. Rome, if you haven't been paying attention, this next part with special guest referee Jeff Jarrett. Couldn't tell you why. There's no story or anything why, but it's just Jeff Jarrett.
SummerSlam. They're in Nashville. That's why.
Yeah. And this is for the Raw and SmackDown championships. The Usos are the champions of both shows. They are calling that the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. Coach Nick with the Street Profits. Big T with the Usos. This is the only match of the night that I am having a tough time actually picking here. I really, really want the Street Profits, to take this, so I'm going with the Street Profits. I'm gonna let my heart, overrule my brain on this one.
So you said Street Profits?
So yes, Coach Nick and Jeff with the Street Profits. We got Big T with the Usos, and where's Juan at?
Juan's making his up right now.
He said it's going to be the Money in the Bank match of the night. Main event, Jey Uso and his brothers, the Ones. All right.
So next match.
All right. Next up, we have Pat McAfee versus Happy Corbin. What the hell's a Happy Corbin, by the way? But
Definitely not me watching this tomorrow.
yeah. Um, I don't see any chance Pat McAfee loses this. He is over as hell. Everybody absolutely loves Pat McAfee, and he is fire on commentary. So I got Pat McAfee for this one, as does Coach Nick.
I feel like Coach was a lock to go for Pat. He's a football guy.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that felt like a lock. I was already like writing it down. Actually, not gonna lie.
Big T also with Pat McAfee.
Okay. And then
And then
Juan.
we will just wait a few seconds for Juan.
Yeah, I find Pat McAfee entertaining.
He's great.
But I haven't watched him wrestle yet, so this will be interesting. We'll
So
see how he does.
the interesting thing about McAfee is he elevates Michael Cole to a level that he wasn't at before. He makes
Yeah.
Michael Cole like react naturally to things, instead of it all being unnatural and told what to do in his ear.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah. All right.
Did
So
you?
Juan is going with Happy Corbin. All right. Oh
No.
wait,
He said he's got Pat.
he's got Pat. Okay. All of us picked Pat.
And
All
Happy
right.
Corbin will be sad Corbin.
Yeah, Happy
Oh yeah, that's
Corbin
right.
was a football player. I do remember
Corbin,
that.
Corbin did play for the Cardinals as well. This is the coach's match of the night right here.
All right. All
I
right.
forgot. Yeah, they were. I think he played
Corbin
for the
needs to
Cardinals.
go back to the lone wolf gimmick with the vest and just looking like a badass with metal music.
Did you happen to see what Corbin said the other day? And I thought it was so funny because he has it in spades.
I didn't.
So you said you did or you didn't?
I didn't see it. No.
Okay, so he basically said that "go away heat" is not a real thing. It's a fan made term, and I'm like, that's really fitting coming from someone who is just oozing
Yeah.
"go away heat." Nobody has ever given two shits about Baron Corbin.
No.
Like at no point. Like it's not even that he's like, "Boo, you suck." Like it's like, "Boo, I have no interest in watching you." Boo. Like it's "go away heat" is absolutely a real thing.
Yep. Corbin and
Juan
Reigns were on the Vikings. I don't remember Reigns being on the Vikings. I know he played college in like Miami or I don't know
Yeah,
where he
did Reigns
played,
play
but
on the Vikings? I didn't know that.
I think Brock
I
Lesnar played for
Brock.
the Vikings.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brock played for the Vikings.
But
Um,
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Juan saying, "Do you think Logan and Pat will have good matches? Pat has proven he can do it one on one, but Logan hasn't had a one on one match." I mean, I feel like Logan Paul, number one, shitty human being. Don't like the guy. I think that he may be athletic enough to have a wrestling match.
It's gonna be a decent match. It's just, do you
I
care?
don't
No.
Yeah,
Like,
I really don't care about either of those matches. I mean, I don't like Corbin and I don't like I forgot his name, Logan Paul. I don't like Logan Paul at
yeah,
all.
I do think both matches will be excellent. Pat McAfee makes excellent matches no matter who he's up against. Um, and I actually do think Logan Paul is talented in the ring. In those tag matches he was in, he was good. So I think it'll be fine.
So I'm just gonna bring this up now before I forget. So tomorrow, during the watch along, while you guys are all competing, I am going to be doing a pro con list tomorrow about
Okay.
SummerSlam. Like live. I'm gonna write it down as we go. It's like if I like something, I'm gonna write it on the pro list. If I don't like something, I'm gonna write it on the con list, and we'll see where I land.
Okay. All right. Roman was on the Vikings. All right. I was
I
unaware
trust
of
the
that.
coach. The coach is he's always in the film room,
Yep.
so
Yep.
I trust him.
All right.
It's actually a funny story. We actually got a film room installed in the castle, so that way he could study the film, like while representing the King's Court.
Yes,
So
sir.
it was an interesting addition, but it definitely has worked out for us. Definitely.
So, Juan, to answer your question, we will be here watching it with you guys. So, I believe the answer to that is yes.
The answer is, in fact, yes.
All right.
Next
Next
match.
up in our predictions is the Raw Women's Championship. The champion, Bianca Belair, versus Becky Lynch. Oh boy. Okay. Where do I go on this one? Let's see here. Bianca is a very strong champion. Becky's been trying to get this thing back for a while.
I love how Jeff just knows the product. It's almost like he watches every week.
What do you mean? This has been going on since WrestleMania. If you've been paying attention at all, you should know.
Jeff has been paying attention clearly. Coach Big T are locked in, and so is Juan.
Yeah, I'm going with Bianca as well. Looks like all four of us are hitting Bianca on this one.
Can I just make a comment,
Sure.
if I may? Bianca Belair, right? Never, don't give two shit about her.
Okay.
She does absolutely nothing for me. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't like her. Like, I don't like the style that she wears. I don't like the gimmick of whipping of the hair being used as a weapon. It just, I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me. I've seen her a few times because I watched the Royal Rumble this year, and we watched half of WrestleMania just to see
Yeah.
if Cody would show up, and I've seen her wrestle a few times, and like even in the past few years, I catch something here or there, like clips, and I'm just like, I just don't care about her like at all. Like I
So
don't hate her, I just don't care.
so my view
Like
on
I don't.
Bianca is I actually think her hair is almost like a majority of what makes her likable. I feel like without that long braid, she's a worse version of Jade. And
I think
something
she's
about
any version of Jade.
I just think something about that braid and the hair thing, it kind of does something for her. While I do agree with you, I can't stand that she's able to use it as a weapon. Um, but did you see when she whipped Becky with it?
I did, and like it
It left
looked.
instant bruises or
I'm
welts.
sure because I mean she probably like hair like it's a whip. She's whipping her.
Yeah.
But I mean I don't know. It's never done anything for me. I don't care for the gimmick, like the whole hair gimmick. Her like swirling it around, like it does absolutely nothing for me, and I have zero interest in her or her gimmick.
Yeah, I think it's a character that is severely directed towards the female fan base, the younger girl fan base. Like it's just pointed right in their direction.
I don't know. I mean, but I don't like that argument because I like other female wrestlers. It's not like I don't like women's wrestling.
No, yeah, I know.
Um, it just I don't know. I would describe it as a very WWE gimmick.
Yep, I agree. I
It's
agree.
like WWE does this thing like while there are people on the roster that like I legitimately want to see again. Like I miss Kevin Owens, I miss Sami Zayn, I miss Finn Balor. Like there's all these guys and girls that I really like. For every one of them, there's a Logan Paul, a Bianca Belair, a Baron Corbin, a Madcap Moss. What the fuck is a Madcap Moss? I just don't understand. But like, I don't know. There's like 50%, like maybe not 50%. A good portion of this roster, I just don't give a fuck about.
Yeah, I got you.
It's a very and like it's a very mainstream, bland vibe, and
Yeah,
we'll
I
see what
got you.
happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I just wanted to make that comment.
All
I did
right,
see what
next up.
someone mentioned in the
Oh,
chat. Did we see what Kevin Dunn said this past week? Yeah, he's got to go.
you said
So.
she's not attractive enough. Like, dude, you look like a bucktooth donkey, bro. Like, and you're gonna say
Yeah.
some shit like that? Get out of
Well,
here.
so also, I think it was Freddie Prinze Jr. because he used to be a writer for the Fed. He said that if Kevin Dunn didn't think a woman was attractive enough, he would literally tear up 6 weeks of TV because like a writer would be like, "Hey, this is what we want to do with this woman," and like he would be like, "She's not hot enough," and he would rip it up.
What a turd.
Yeah, absolutely absurd.
All right, next up we have the SmackDown Women's Championship. The current champion Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey in a rematch. um, this is an interesting one here. I think we're gonna get some interference from a returning Charlotte, and I think we get a upset of Ronda Rousey winning this match due to interference from Charlotte. So I have
Upset?
Ronda winning this.
You consider that an upset? That's not an
I
upset, not in
guess
my
that's
opinion.
not an upset.
Hold on, I gotta write down these
Everybody else is
predictions.
picking Liv, so maybe it is. I don't know.
We gotta see Wands real quick. Hold on, let's see.
We got Big T and Coach Nick. Wow, I'm the only one that picked Ronda. Okay.
Here's the thing, right, Jeff? I think that you are 100% in the correct here.
Incorrect?
You're correct. You're
Oh,
right.
okay.
I think Ronda Rousey is absolutely going to win this match. I think Liv Morgan is genuinely over with the fans. She has a connection with the fan base
Yeah.
because she's somebody that has busted her ass and has dealt with all of WWE's bullshit the entire time, and she's just kind of stuck in there, and like that type of thing matters to fans, and so like there's a connection there. That
Uh,
being said,
Big
I
T
think that
just
WWE,
nailed it.
in all honesty, I consider the entire pay-per-view tomorrow and an upset. Yeah, absolutely. It's an upset in general. I mean, Wyndham is the main reason we're doing this, but also we enjoy streaming, so like it's fun to jump in on a Saturday
Yeah.
night and have fun. An upset because it's going to be a low-key banger. No, Juan, stop it. Juan, what are you doing? Jeff, you
Hey, they
gotta.
could surprise
Is this how the
us.
high rollers act, Jeff?
Night
Is
night
this what you're?
night 3 of WrestleMania could surprise us. It could be a good show. You never know.
I, I think Charlotte returns. I think that they want to do Charlotte versus Ronda part
Yeah.
500, whatever it is. So I think Ronda does beat Liv. I think the fans get very upset about it. Um, and that's just what it's gonna be. I
Yeah.
mean, I understand everyone thinks Triple H is gonna cause everything to instantly turn around, and I don't want Fed fans. I do want Fed fans to be upset. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, I just can Liv win? Sure, she should win. Liv Morgan should win this match.
Yeah.
Is
But
she
it's
going to
the
though? Like, I think Juan T and Coach are making. If this was AEW, they'd be making the right pick here. But I look at Liv and I think that they had her cash in and win the title for a pop, and that's it. And then
yeah.
she's gonna unfortunately drop it to Ronda. Right back to Ronda.
I agree. All right. So next up we have the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. The current champion Roman Reigns for over 600 something days versus Brock Lesnar in a last man standing match. Well, I'm obviously going to be going with Roman Reigns on this one. Is that Wardlow behind me? Yes, that is Wardlow. One, Ronda absolutely did handpick Liv to take the title off of her. That is definitely a thing.
Coach picking Roman.
She said, the only way you're getting this title from me is if you give it to Liv Morgan. And they were like, okay.
Big T picking Roman. And now we're just waiting on Juan.
Looks like we went Roman. What you got, Juan?
So I'll say this, right? I think Juan said he would normally go with the alpha male, but he's going to go with the tribal chief. All right, so everyone's going Roman here.
The tribal chief.
So I think this is actually not interesting, but I think it's going to be a weird result. It depends on how well it's been smoothed over with Brock, because Brock, they made that action figure that T showed us at Comic-Con with him having both belts, something he's never done.
But they've
Which would have
also announced Roman versus Drew at Clash in the Castle for the title. Haven't they?
Roman.
I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure they've announced that.
I mean, you watch the show, you would know. You tell me. It's dumb. That's really dumb. All
Yeah.
right. Well then, yeah, Roman will probably win. I don't know. I don't know. What I could see actually have happen is if Theory does cash in. Maybe he only cashes in for one belt. I mean, he can't cash in for two belts, right?
That's a good point. You can't cash in for the undisputed, huh?
Yeah, because it's two belts.
Ah,
So maybe Theory, like, let's say Roman wins. Coach is like, what the fuck is a Clash at the Castle?
it'll be their show in England coming up
Yeah, they're doing a show, and I think isn't it Scotland or is it
somewhere
England?
out there. Yeah,
Yeah, they're doing a UK pay-per-view in September, and it's called Clash at the Castle.
yeah. It's gonna be a big deal. It's gonna sell out like instantly.
I think it already did.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
it's their
haven't been
first
out there in
UK show.
years, so yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
is
their
what it
first
is.
UK show in like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
So, and it's a pay-per-view, so it is gonna do big numbers for them. Um, yeah, I think Austin Theory could definitely. All right, so here let's do some bonus points, shall we, folks?
Well, the bonus
All right.
point was going to be how many tables are broken. So,
Hold on, Jeff. I'm getting there. I have a
oh,
few
okay,
bonus points for you boys.
okay,
Relax, Jeff.
okay.
Relax. All right. So the first
I'm a little
is
tipsy
will
over here.
Austin Theory. I'm sorry. Will Theory cash in, and will he walk out with gold? Not both golds. It could be both golds. Whatever you think. So this is a 2-pointer. So I'm gonna say, will Theory cash in and win gold?
I say no.
No to both.
He will not
well, yeah,
cash
no.
in. So yeah,
Yeah, duh.
it
Yeah,
will
yeah,
be no to both. Yeah.
All right, so Jeff's saying no. All right. Do you think this is Brock's last match for a long time? It depends. It depends on if they actually got Brock to stay around. Like, if he's just doing Vince the favor of finishing the SummerSlam match, then no. Coach saying no both times. He will not cash in and therefore will not win gold. Okay. Jeff is ready. Yeah, Jeff is always ready for WWE pay-per-views. Or I'm sorry, PLEs. That's like, he loves it. This guy is so happy that we're streaming tomorrow. So that way he has like an excuse publicly to watch it. But usually he's like at home under the covers, like his eyes peeking out of the blanket, like, I love this. Now, then, forever together. Juan saying he will cash in and not win.
Okay.
Juan could pick up 2 points here. We'll see what happens. So now we're just waiting on Big T. I need a lock in for the bonus points from Big T. Will Theory cash in? And if so, will he walk out with gold? We'll give Big T a second.
Yeah, give him a sec. A-Town down. The A-Town down thing don't even work anymore. It was AT Austin Theory, and now it's like he's just Theory. So now he's just Town down.
Coach, so these are bonus points. So all bonus points are for points. These aren't just ties. These are bonus questions.
Yeah. It is to help break ties, though.
Well, yeah, usually they do.
These
Or in
bonus
Forrest's
questions
case.
might really... Yeah, that's pretty much what happens to us.
Or in Forrest's case, they'll
Yeah.
cost you.
Big T saying straight up no. I feel like Big T just did like a frantic Google search.
Yeah.
Like Austin Theory. Okay. All right. So cool. All right. The next bonus question, folks. Get ready. Seth Rollins. His match with Riddle was canceled. This is going to be. Let's see. Number 1, will Seth Rollins wrestle at SummerSlam? And then number 2, who will he wrestle if he does wrestle someone? Now, if you say no and he does not wrestle, I'm going to give you 2 points. Because, it would be worth it more, like, point-wise, to just take a shot in the dark and say, yes, he's going to wrestle and who he is.
So, question though, before I answer, when you say will he wrestle, is that a match or just gets into some sort of altercation? Can this be either one?
Yes, because SmackDown, they didn't say anything about him. At least I don't think they did. I feel like Twitter would have said something. So, okay, will Seth Rollins be in the ring, and do either a match or or a segment?
Okay, my answer for that is yes.
All right, so hold on. So Coach says yes. Coach, you need to let me know who it's going to be with. All right. Jeff, you said yes.
And Bray Wyatt is my with. Ooh, that looked
Sorry,
like it
what
hurt.
Jeff, what did you say?
I said it's going to be Bray Wyatt who he's having the segment with.
Go fuck yourself. Juan saying not have a match. So Juan's saying he won't be there. Okay. Coach said, yeah, I did 1-2 no match. Okay, so Coach is going no match. Correct.
Oh, so he's not going to interact with anybody, just go out there and yell and scream? I can see that.
Coach is saying he might interfere. He's like, hold on, let me think. Okay, that's fine. This is no rush. Everyone, make sure you are confident with your answers and lock in.
Oh, so Coach, the story with Seth Rollins right now is he was supposed to have a match with Riddle, but they just pulled the match. Like, the match is not on the show anymore, and there was no reason given.
Well, no, the reason given, there was a kayfabe reason why Riddle's off the show. It was
The injury,
that he
right,
got
yeah.
injured when he fought Seth Rollins on Raw.
You're right.
But that's a kayfabe injury. Riddle's not actually hurt. There's a rumor that they want to hold that for the Clash at the Castle. That's what the big word going around is. Big T thinks he's going to issue an open challenge. Okay, so Big T, that's a yes from Big T. Big T, please let me know who you think is going to respond. Juan thinking Seth will interfere during the Brock versus Roman match and cost Theory when he cashes in. So,
Ooh,
okay.
I like that.
That would make a lot of sense, and that would make sense why you're thinking that no. I mean, it would make sense if Triple H put Seth right into the main event. I mean, he's always been a Seth guy, and vice versa. All right, so we have a no from Juan, a yes from you. You're saying Bray Wyatt. We need Big T to say who he's going to face, and then Coach is still trying to think. He has no idea. Coach says he thinks Seth will be on the show in some way, probably interfere, like he said before.
So yeah, with Juan and Nick, put yes with interference, and that would be that they could both be right that way. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We are fair here. So Coach is saying yes, interference.
All right.
All right. So I just need from Big T to hear who Big T thinks he's gonna face.
He would just be randomly picking someone. He said open challenge, so let's let him be correct if it's an open challenge.
I guess so, but then like who would? Okay, he said Goldberg. There you go. Okay.
Oh God.
Locking it in. That's it. Goldberg. I don't know.
Dude, as soon as he said that, holy crap, that could happen.
I could just see Big T sitting at the keyboard right now, like he's like watching our stream on like a laptop or a desktop or something, and he's just like, "Fuck, I don't know, Goldberg."
Yeah.
I could just see it happening right now. That's hilarious to me.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
folks. Bro, Goldberg. All right, folks. The next bonus point question, because everyone kind of chose the same matches, I feel like, so we got to have a few of these. How many tables will be broken?
All right, I'm going to answer before everyone else so it doesn't skew my answer. I think there will be one broken table on the night.
Okay, Jeff saying one.
And I know this doesn't count, but it's going to be in the Mysterios match.
Yeah, I'm not asking for where. Good say, that's what I said. What are the other wrestlers? What other wrestlers are there? You could have given us like 3 wrestlers to choose from, Rome. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to sway people's opinions. I'm sorry. Juan saying he's got 3 broken tables on the night.
Coach with 1 as well.
And Big T saying 2.
All right.
All right. Let me think if there's any more bonus points that I can give you guys.
Nah, that should be good.
Okay, here you know what? Here we go. I got another one. How many times throughout the night will I say this is fucking stupid? And someone needs to keep track, because I don't know if I'll be able to.
Man, I think I'm going to push like 5 on that one.
Hold on. I'm waiting. I'm writing everyone's name down. So you're saying 5. Is that what you're going with?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Jeff saying
definitely
I'm
my
gonna say.
over-under. If anybody who's into gambling, that's definitely my over-under. It's 5.
Okay, so you're going with 5.
7.
Coach saying 7. Coach is gonna keep track. All right, cool. Thank you, Coach.
Wait, this is tomorrow night or Sunday night?
This is tomorrow night. That's fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
I thought it was Sunday, and then I remember you said, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. All right, so I'm still waiting on picks from Big T and Juan. Oh, Juan saying 100. 100? Wow. Okay. I'm locking it in. Big T saying 45.
Yeah, they're just
All right, so to be clear, you need to be in a plus or minus like 2. So like if I say like 8, I'll give it to Coach. Or if I say like 42, I'll give it to Big T. So it's not like a who's closest. It's like are you close enough for me to be satisfied with your answer? All right. Well, so that's what we're going with.
yeah, I
We're
like
going
their
with
answers. I like
Coach with 7, Jeff with 5, Big T with 45. Jeff, you went really low on this.
it. Yeah, I did.
You went. What if it's 6? Well, so this isn't a winner. Like everyone can get a point. But I mean, like if you
Yeah.
like Coach, if you and Jeff both said the same number, you both could get the point. So all right. So I think that's a. I also. I don't know if I want to do this. A bonus point. How many times is Jeff gonna say "Let's fucking go" tomorrow? He's so excited. He's so excited. This guy. He
I
is,
might say it if the Street Profits win, because it would shock the hell out of me.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not gonna do that.
No, yeah, we're good. I think that's good.
You want me to run through all the picks real quick?
Yeah, go ahead and run through the picks real quick.
All right. SummerSlam, the Mysterios versus Judgment Day in a no DQ match. Coach picking Judgment Day. Big T picking Judgment Day. Juan and Jeff both picking the Mysterios. Nice little split there between the factions. Logan Paul versus The Miz. Everyone taking Logan Paul except for Juan, who's taking The Miz. Big T saying 4. Oh, are they doing the... Oh, okay. You guys were making the bets how many times Jeff's going to say let's go. Coach saying 0. Big T saying 4. Juan saying 0 because Rome's already on him for being a low-key fan. Yeah. I'm not going to do Jeff like that. We're not going to do points for that.
Yeah,
Although
it's
he
all
will say it at some point, I'm telling you. The U.S. Championship, Lashley versus Theory. Everyone picked Lashley. The WWE Tag Team Championships, Usos versus Street Profits. We had another split here where the Coach and Jeff took Street Profits. Big T and Juan took the Usos. I almost said the Usos. Pat McAfee versus Happy Corbin. Everyone took Pat. Raw Women's Championship, everyone took Bianca. SmackDown Women's Championship, Liv versus Ronda. Everyone took Liv except for Jeff, who took Ronda. The WWE Universal fucking World Best Sports Entertainer Championship, Last Man Standing, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Jesus Christ. Everyone picked Roman. Bonus question number 1. Will Theory cash in and win gold? Coach says no. Juan says yes, but no gold. Big T says no, and Jeff says no. Bonus question 2. Will Seth Rollins get involved? And if so, with who? Or will he have a segment? And if so, with who? Coach says yes, interference. Big T says yes. I don't know. Goldberg. Juan says no for interference. Oh, no, but there will be interference. So I guess both Coach and Juan both think yes, interference. Jeff says yes. Fuck Bray Wyatt. All right, cool. Bonus 3. Yeah, Coach. This is WWE Rome. This is gonna be amazing tomorrow. Jeff 1, broken table. Juan 3, Coach 1, Big T 2. How many times tomorrow night from the beginning of the show to when we go off the air tomorrow, will I say this is fucking stupid or something along those lines? Like as
Yeah.
long as I'm saying fucking stupid, like we'll understand what I'm saying. Like if I say he's fucking stupid or this is fucking stupid or that's fucking stupid, all the same. Coach saying 7, Jeff saying 5, Big T saying 45, Juan saying 100. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the SummerSlam predictions. May the best man win tomorrow. I think this is going to be very exciting, at least in terms of who's going to win. Rome, no alcoholic beverages, so you don't say fucking stupid more. Okay, I promise I will not drink alcohol tomorrow night. You have my word.
I cannot promise the same.
Coach saying we're gonna have a winner based off the matches. He likes the mixture a bit. Yeah, this is a really good one. I think we will have a clear winner. I think
Yeah.
everybody picked differently at least once. So it's like, and between that and the bonuses, like I'm sure we'll get something going.
Yeah, and
Juan saying the high rollers are going to be celebrating it like the
Yeah.
bloodline. I don't know about that. Big T saying screw that. If I'm forced to watch WWE, I'm getting Jeff Hardy stupid. Oh no. Oh no. For the sake of the show, I'm not going to though. I mean, I don't know. Does that matter? I mean, Coach saying no. What's the ruling on that? I mean, it's yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
So-
We'll see if I'm in the mood or not.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
But all right, I think that does it for tonight. You got anything else for us?
Yeah, so I would like to make one more announcement for tonight. For everyone tuning in, we appreciate everyone hanging out with us. I have an announcement of a brand new championship that will be introduced into the Broken Tables universe. The Broken Predictions Tag Team Championships. This is a thought that after much discussion with King's Court, we've decided that it's time for the King's Court to hold more gold. Because while I am the reigning defending Broken Predictions champion, the King's Court has served me well. They've had my back since day one. I fucking love them for it. So, Jeff once again did not read my contract. It's a really bad habit. You really need to make sure you're reading these things. I also have the power to instate a new championship into the division. So, yeah, we're going to have a Broken Predictions Championship, Tag Team Championship. And the champions, the inaugural champions, will be decided at All Out. That matchup will be the King's Court, the Coach, and Big T versus the pathetic losers over at the High Rollers. Jeffrey Vegas, Old Man Jeff, and Juan. So that's the announcement. We will have the tag team championships. This is a great way to get people involved, get you guys involved, get the fans involved.
Absolutely.
To have some more fun with predictions. I mean, obviously the King's Court's going to take the gold home for a long time. I can't even imagine the King's Court not. Like, I can't even, like, I trust Coach and Big T so much. They've done nothing but serve the court well. So, by the end of All Out, I'll be the world champion still because, quite frankly, there's nobody that can challenge me. So, it doesn't matter. And the King's Court will also bring home the tag team championships. Jeff, how you feeling about this?
I think we're gonna surprise you, and we're gonna take these. We're gonna take these home, aren't we, there, Juan?
Yeah, my boys got this though. I have nothing but confidence and faith in the coach and in Big T. Two very smart men. Coach is nailing it right now. Bruno Sammartino status. Like that's the goal. That's what we're gonna have. Like we're gonna be like 20 years in, and we're just gonna just give the belts up. We're gonna be like, I'm just fucking bored. Like I'm like, I'm just done with this. Like let's get some fresh blood in. Maybe I'll like give the belt to someone else in the King's Court at that point. You know what I mean? And you guys are gonna hold the tag titles for forever too. So like maybe we'll just all like share all the belt at some point. Like we'll just get bored. But yeah. So it'll be fun. All Out's gonna be a really fun weekend, and it's gonna be even more exciting.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. So it should be great.
Yeah. Hopefully, Jeff. And that's the other thing. This Jeff. I know you're excited because you think you could finally win some gold, but you're not even gonna be able to beat the rest of the King's Court. It's gonna be pretty embarrassing for you, but it's okay.
Retire the belts.
That's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to hang them in the rafters,
All right. So I think that's gonna do it for us for tonight. You want to go ahead and close us out? It is almost 1 o'clock. Ugh.
The coach is like, "What do you mean? It's like 10 o'clock
I
here."
know.
619.
I wish I was still on Vegas time, Coach. I wish.
See, that's why during your ring intro, I made it clear you're now residing outside of Philadelphia, because you make comments like that, like, "Oh, I wish I was still in Vegas." Like, anyways, this has been episode 60 of the Broken Tables podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider giving us a like and a subscribe, or a follow, depending on where you find us. Thank you to everyone in the chat tonight. Hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you to the donation from earlier. Really appreciate that as well. For those of you who aren't listening to us live, what are you doing? You got to come hang out with us. We have a blast every single Wednesday and Friday.
Absolutely.
But if you can't make it, you're checking us out post live. Thank you for listening or viewing our podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and Anchor. You can follow us on Twitter at Broken Table Show, or myself at XGamerForLifeX. It's below my box on the screen. It's also in the description below. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at the Broken Tables Podcast. Again, we go live on YouTube following every single AEW Dynamite, Rampage, and even pay-per-views. For some reason, we're doing a SummerSlam stream tomorrow, watch along. Feel free to join us. If you don't like WWE, you can watch us go through the pain and you don't have to watch it. And if you like WWE, I'm sorry, still check us out, though. We hope to see everybody tomorrow. Until then, see you guys later.
Right on, everybody. Thank you guys very much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you know when we go live and make new videos. And we promise not to blow you up. We only put out quality content here rather than putting something out every 30 minutes of the day. So please hope to win that subscription for you guys. And for tonight, Top Guys out.